So by recent, I really mean the last 4 to 5 weeks. Hey BookTube friends, I wanted to pop in and just give an update on some of the things that I read in January and the beginning of February. So the first book that I want to mention is a little piece of local history from Key West, and that is Haunted Key West by David L. Sloan. And this was a very quick little read, just covering some of the historic and haunted sites in Key West. It's one of those books that you'd pick up in a tourist shop, and so it was something fun to read before my trip. I did go to a lot of the sites that were mentioned in the book, but alas, I did not see any ghosts. So unfortunately, I'm very interested in the paranormal and ghosts and spirits and that sort of thing, but I have yet to see one. The next book I want to talk about is An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good by Helene Thurston. And this book follows an 88-year-old woman named Maud who is just trying to live a solitary, peaceful, quiet life. And people keep getting in the way of that. And when people get in the way of that, Maud turns to murder. Now, this is a little bit of a murder mystery, and the premise is definitely unusual because we don't really think about 88-year-old women committing murder. But I found this book oddly comedic, and I really liked Maud, quite honestly. I mean, I found the situations that she got herself into kind of funny at times, and it was different. It was a very quick read, obviously, and so I think it was just what I needed prior to my trip. I didn't want to start a whole lot of big books before traveling because I didn't want to have to travel with a bunch of big books, and so this was a really good one. The next book I want to talk about is LBJ, The Mastermind of the JFK Assassination by Philip F. Nelson. And this book is a buddy read with Tom LA Books. I don't want to say too much about it, but I will tell you that Tom and I both enjoyed it. We had some very interesting discussions on Voxer. We were sharing articles and pictures and our thoughts. We will be doing a live show discussion on this book on February 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I hope you guys will join us. I think we will have a very interesting discussion. Obviously, I have a ton of tabs and things that I want to talk with Tom about. I mean, look in those eyes, people. That is an intense gaze, and I do feel like Tom and I got into Lyndon Johnson's psyche a little bit more in this book. And if that is something that interests you, if you really want to kind of delve into his psyche and his personality, you might want to show up for this show. The last book I want to mention is another buddy read, and that is The Icepick Surgeon by Sam Keene. This book is a buddy read with Lady Jane Books, and we are also planning a live show on February 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This book is a really interesting piece of nonfiction. It's pretty dark, and it basically covers a bunch of very brutal and unethical things that have been done throughout history in the name of science. So there are tons of things to talk about within that topic. I really enjoyed reading it with Jane as usual, and I think we will have a lot of interesting things to talk about. So those are the things that I've been reading lately. I also have another buddy read that I'm going to start on Sunday with Gemma over at Gemma Books, and that is Lonesome Dove. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I hope everyone is having a great reading month so far. If you're reading anything interesting, or if you've read any of the books that I talked about, please shoot me a comment, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one.